Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something pretty interesting today, a case down in Jamaica.
Yeah.
An apartment complex causing a bit of a stir. And we're looking at this Gleaner news article breaking down an investigation by Jamaica's Integrity Commission.
Okay, cool.
So by the end of this deep dive, you'll have a good grasp on what went down and also like the bigger picture implications. Sound good?
Yeah, this is a good one,
Yeah.
On the surface, it looks like a straightforward building code violation.
Right.
But I think as we dig deeper, we're going to uncover some potential cracks in the accountability and transparency of some Jamaican institutions.
Yeah. So who are the players involved in this?
Mm-hmm.
First up, we've got the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. That's a mouthful. We'll just call them KSAM.
Yeah, KSAMC.
The local government body, right?
Yeah, right.
They handle stuff like issuing building permits.
Exactly, yeah.
And then we got Estate Bridge Holdings Limited. They're the ones who built the apartments.
Right.
Now, this is where it gets kind of interesting. Estate Bridge Holdings Limited, they have ties to Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his business partner, Norman Brown.
Yes, they do.
So a little more complicated now.
Right.
And keeping an eye on all of this is the Integrity Commission. They're Jamaica's anti-corruption watchdog, right?
Right, yeah.
So they investigate any potential, shady dealings in public office.
Exactly.
So we've got like this three-way kind of,
Yeah.
the KSAMC, making sure building projects follow the rules. The Integrity Commission steps in if they suspect any funny business. And, of course, we got Estate Bridge Holdings in the middle of it all.
Right. And, the big question here is whether the KSAMC really did their due diligence.
Right.
Granting that permit and keeping tabs on that whole construction process.
Yeah, and the story gets even juicier when you look at the original permit and then what actually got built,
Oh, yeah.
The permit, it was for 4 two-bedroom units, but what did the inspectors find?
Four-bedroom townhouses.
Four-bedroom townhouses. Double the bedrooms.
Double the bedrooms.
But what's going on?
Right. And that's where, the alarm bells start to ring, right?
Yeah.
Building codes, they're not just random rules. They exist for a reason, It's all about safety, fire prevention, accessibility. A discrepancy like that, you got to wonder, were regulations overlooked? Maybe even intentionally.
Yeah, and naturally, everybody's got something to say about this.
Sure.
Kevon Stevenson, the Integrity Commission's Director of Investigations, he doesn't mince words. He straight up says that the KSAMC failed to ensure compliance.
Wow.
But the directors over at Estate Bridge Holdings, they're pushing back,
Okay.
rejecting the report's findings.
Yeah, right.
And the KSAMC, well, they're playing it safe, saying they're reviewing the findings. They'll be transparent. They'll cooperate with the investigation. So everybody's got their own take on this.
It's a tricky situation,
It is.
It's easy to make snap judgments, but it's super important, right?
Yeah. Right.
To look at things from all sides. Like, think about it. What would make Estate Bridge build more than they were allowed to?
Right. Good point.
Was it like a deliberate attempt to dodge the rules? Or maybe there was just some kind of miscommunication with the KSAMC,
Yeah, that's a really good point. It makes you wonder, what pressures is the KSAMC under? Are they truly committed to enforcing these rules, or are they, susceptible to outside influence?
Exactly. And, this case, it really highlights that potential for a blurred line between private interests and the public good. When you got people with political connections involved in these big development projects, we got to ask the tough questions.
Right.
Are decisions being made fairly? Is everything transparent?
Totally. And this situation, it really underscores how vital checks and balances are, especially when you're dealing with, folks in positions of power.
Absolutely.
This isn't just about this one apartment complex in Jamaica. It raises these bigger questions about how institutions operate, how they ensure accountability.
Right. It's about trust,
Sure.
trust in the system.
Right.
And so here's something to chew on. Think about how building permits and inspections work, in your own city or country.
Right.
Do you see similar weaknesses? What can people do to hold officials accountable, to push for responsible development? Transparency and accountability, they're the bedrock of public trust. So it's something for all of us to think about.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Until next time, stay curious.
Absolutely.